Hey everybody, Halloween Matt here, and today I am back with another haunted house slash outdoor display video for the 2025 season. And as you can see, this was done. Now this is the bird in the birdcage, which I showed you guys earlier. And we have them on this black table now, which is just a box and a stool that me and my dad wrapped up. I actually needed my dad's help for this because I did not realize how much of a pain this table cover was to get on. The best way I can describe the way that this was wrapped, because we did just wrap a table cover over it, but the best way I can describe what this was like was wrapping like a big birthday or Christmas present. Like, it really did feel like we were wrapping a present. So, that was done though. Now, something else is the lighting was done, but I'll get to that in a second. While I still have the work light on, I wanted to show this. This is the skull groundbreaker, or not groundbreaker, but the skull, I guess, stake that I've been talking about, the skeleton one. And this guy's here. I put him here. I was debating. I had a few places where I felt like he could work. But I put him here because there really is nothing in between the greenhouse, which I have the lights off right now. I can actually probably turn those on really quick. Yep. So now the greenhouse lights are on. I just forgot to turn them on tonight. I usually do. But right here in the greenhouse, I have that one over there. And I decided, in between the greenhouse section and the barn, there really isn't much to see. So I just decided to put this here for people to see as they're going past in between the rooms. Especially as this looks like kind of a farm type western animal. Don't want it to fall there. I put this here just to kind of an introduction to the barn. Now, why don't I turn off the work light here, so you guys can see the lighting. It's actually a little bit brighter in person than it is in the camera. But here's the lighting. I was thinking about either doing 2 orange or 2 red for this section, and when we looked at the light bulbs that we had, we coincidentally, that won't be there. We just put the work light or floodlight there because we've already switched out the light and we don't have any other lights for this section. We just had to put that there. But I either wanted to do 2 orange or and 1 red, either the orange, red, or red, orange. And as you can see, we did the latter, red, orange. And that was just because we went into the garage where we store a lot of the light bulbs and just equipment that isn't necessarily Halloween decorations. That's just where we store a lot of the equipment we use. Like I said, not relating to Halloween that we use for the haunted house. And we looked for the light bulbs that we had, and we coincidentally had 2 red and 1 orange. So those are the lights for the barn section done. Now, something else that will be done is I actually had this idea. It started off as a joke, but now it actually is kind of becoming a reality, is that this might not be done. This will probably be one of the last things done, probably a day or 2 before Halloween. But on the floor here, I do plan, I can probably turn back on the work light here. I actually do plan to put, hay around the floor. Maybe we'll get a big box of hay and just put it all around the floor. That's going to be a pain to clean up after Halloween, but I really think that that'll help out for Halloween and making this really feel like a barn. So that's pretty much all I have in this pool deck area done right now. I don't know what else will be done in this video. I am currently filming this, or at least in this section for this video, I am currently filming this on October 11th. So I have no idea what else will be done, if anything, for this video in the pool deck area. But I figured I'd just show this just for right now. Just what we have done Saturday night, October 11th. Alright guys, and just something quick was the skeleton was put right next to this dog here in the front yard. My dad actually did that, so huge thanks to him. Alright guys, something else that was done was Grim was set up, so I can go and demo him right now. He should be on sensor, so I'll only demo him like once or twice, but go with Grim.
Your host is not here right now. They're busy burying something in the backyard. But we'll have loads of fun while they're gone. The night is young, and I'm ready to party. Are you?
I'll share one more phrase with him.
You best be careful where you tread on this dark night. You don't know who you will run into. Creatures and creepy crawlies lurk out from every shadow. Why, I was just hiding in your closet with the other skeletons. Perhaps we let them all out for some fun.
Alright, let me unplug him real quick before he goes again. He's an SVI animatronic, and those sensors are really strong, so yeah. Once you have him on sensor and he goes like once or twice, he'll just go off all the time. So, reasons being we set him up. After Grim, the only other two animatronics that still have to be set up, once again I am filming this on October 11th. The only two animatronics that still need to be set up now are Miserable Boomerang and Buzzsaw. And the reasons being, Miserable Boomerang, I need her for the pumpkin patch section, but she'll be going in the grassy area, which is not under a covered area, so if we get rain, which we are supposed to be getting another storm this week, so I decided, so Miserable Boomerang and Buzzsaw will be, I guess you would say, postponed setting up until later, closer to Halloween. And even if Buzzsaw is just super big, so even if it wasn't for the storm, I don't want to really put him out in an open area until we have all the walls up. We are using the tarps for that one section again this year, that long hallway ending the haunted house, but that's a whole nother story. I got a little bit off topic there, but the reason that Grim was set up is because we are doing later this week. I am filming this, like I said, the night of October 11th. And we are planning on doing, today is Saturday, and then Wednesday and Thursday, I believe, we are starting the hayride construction, which I do plan to have like a hayride on its side or upside down, whatever, which happened because of a hayride crash. And he's supposed to be right by the hayride. I won't spoil too much because the Haunted House movie is coming out, but he is kind of tied to the hayride a little bit, but you guys will see that when the Haunted House movie comes out. So, he's set up, and I just figured I'd show him now. Also, before we continue, I kind of forgot to mention, I know I've been talking about how much his audio started to blow out, and like how his audio was blown out, but as you might have noticed, especially if the audio picked up on it, that was his normal speaker that was being used. It wasn't an external speaker or whatever. An external speaker has a little bit more of a bass to it than that. And reasons being, I probably already mentioned this, but for the trailer of the Haunted House, his audio, when we set him up for the trailer video, not even the collection video, but the trailer video, his audio started working again. I went in with the assumption, because I didn't even need his audio for the trailer video, but when we plugged him in and his audio started working, I was in just total shock, so yeah, but I did forget to mention that because his audio is fixed now. I've kind of just gotten used to it being fixed now, but yes, his audio is working again, for those of you wondering. Alright everybody, something else small that was done with this skull from Cracker Barrel was put here. I still have to take off the tag, but that's easy. That only takes like less than 2 seconds. But this giant skull is here. It does light up, but I don't have batteries in it right now. I might do that before Halloween, I'm not sure, but this giant skull was put up here. Alright guys, and something else that was done was this doorbell was put here. If you remember last year, this was at the entrance to the haunted house. But because the vibe of this haunted house is a farm theme, so I don't want to put something like this by a farm, we do have it right by our door this year. So I can press it. I might show it once or twice, I don't know. It has an eye.
Hey, what are you doing? Turn around and walk away.
Okay, I'll show it one more time. Those activations are kind of short.
Who goes there?
Also, quickly, before I move on, the wind is starting to pick up a little bit, so we are getting a big storm, so that's coming. As I'm filming this, I'm filming this on Sunday, October 12th. Yeah, Sunday, October 12th, I'm filming this. The storm is supposed to be overnight tonight, Sunday into Monday, so... And then after that, of course we're going to get probably more rain until Halloween. I said that last year, and then we didn't get any rain until Halloween. That was actually like a record for rain, like how long. So who knows, maybe this will be like the last rainstorm, and then we won't get anything until like February or whatever. But I don't know, that's kind of going to be a joke now. But these were here. I have the spider inflatable. And what you guys haven't seen yet, I'll make a kind of separate video showcasing that. When we have it plugged in. But this is what everything's looking like. Jack was taken down in place of this, but... Alright everybody, I also wanted to show this in the video. For those of you who remember my layout video, which you can check out on my channel, it'll be something along the lines of Haunted House / Outdoor Display 2025. Something along those lines, you can't miss it anyways. But... if you remember in that video, I actually showed this fortune teller, or I didn't show the fortune teller, but I did mention that she would be in the driveway this year. And that is still happening, so I figured I'd share this because I did get around to putting 2 bins on top of each other to make a table, and then put the table cover over. And of course I put her over on it. And then I also put some poker cards around the sides of the table just to add a little bit more decoration to the table, and it also kind of fits with the colors. Now, here is normally where I would demo her. Unfortunately, though, she is kind of broken. 2 of her legs did come off just over the course of a few years. So I would get to demoing her, but because of that, I fear that during her activation, just her head moving, those legs would come off. So unfortunately, I can't get to demoing her today, but she will be on Halloween, obviously. So I just figured I'd show that. But actually, this is going to conclude this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and comment any suggestions you may have for the haunted house this year or outdoor display. Remember, it's Halloween all year around here, even after October 31st. So if you want that, be sure to subscribe. That's about it. Bye, guys.